Hello and welcome to EasyShifts. This is EasyShifts Answers, and this is our second video in a series of 3 about call-ins. So in our first video about call-ins, we discussed the challenge of finding last-minute replacements. Today's video, we'll discuss the challenge of constantly having call-ins. So if you find yourself in this situation where you're constantly dealing with this problem, the first thing we'd encourage you to do is to try to identify the root cause. If you can find the root cause as to why there's so many call-ins, or even find patterns, this can help you to identify a good solution. For example, are the majority of your call-ins coming from just a few select employees? Or are you understaffed, causing your employees to work more and burn out and call in? Or are there just certain days or certain shifts that seem to be more problematic than others? If you can identify the problem or these patterns, it can help lead us to a proper solution. So let's talk about some of our solutions. The first option to consider would be a staffing agency. Now, a staffing agency can help you if you're in a tight spot. Now, it's not our favorite solution because they can be expensive and they can come with their own problems. But again, it's a possible solution. A second solution to consider would be adding an on-call position from your own staff. Designating an on-call position would ensure that if you have a call-in, you've got somebody lined up that will be able to take that shift. Now, our third suggestion would be do what you can to keep your employees happy. So some examples of this would be try to give them a schedule that works for them. Try to give them some flexibility so they can have some work-life balance. If they have a good schedule, if they have some flexibility, that alone will greatly reduce the amount of call-ins that you receive. So let's talk about some examples within EasyShifts. So the first feature I'd like to mention is manage availability. If you make good use of this feature, it can actually help you to create schedules that your employees might actually be happy with. This feature allows you to record employees' preferred times to work, as well as times when they're unavailable to work. And then as you're scheduling, you'll see those prompts telling you who might be available for this shift and who might not. Now, as far as flexibility, employees have the ability to put their shifts up for grabs or up for trade, basically working with their coworkers to get some needed time off, giving them that flexibility that they're looking for. These are just a few tips to help you with the problem of constantly dealing with call-ins. Now stay tuned for our third and final video in this series about call-ins, which will discuss what you can do if it's the same few employees who are habitually calling in. Stay tuned. For more information, please visit our website, EasyShifts.com, or email us at support@EasyShifts.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.